Hi friends. All right, one of the skills that we are going to learn with our Jellies, the Life of Jellyfish story is the grammar skill of verbs in the present, past, and future. Now, we've been talking about verbs for quite a few weeks, and we already know that a verb is an action word. It's the doing part of a sentence. And we learned about the ing and the ed suffixes a long time ago with a couple of our other stories. And we have already learned that when we put an ed at the end of a word, it means it already happened. For putting an ing at the end of a word, it means it is happening now or it's going to happen in the future. So we're going to talk more about those suffixes, and we're going to talk about whether or not a verb, how we can find out whether or not a verb already happened, if it's happening now, or whether it's going to happen at a different time. So today we're going to talk about words or verbs that happened in the past, which means these are words that already happened. Now, right here it says at the top of this page, past time verbs with ed. So let me read what's in the box. It says some verbs name actions that are happening now. Other verbs name actions that happened before now or in the past. So that's where we get past time verbs. Add ed to most verbs to show that the action happened in the past. So as we read through sentences, we kind of have to stop and think sometimes if we're choosing a word, whether or not there are any kind of word clues that tell us whether it's happening right now or if it's something that already happened. So here's an example. It says, yesterday the children, and then we have walk or walked on the beach. Well, I see this word yesterday right here in our sentence. So yesterday, I already know that if something happened yesterday, it already happened. It was the day before today, so it's in the past. So we would want to choose the word walked with an ed at the end to show that that action already happened. Yesterday, the children walked on the beach. Now, for this, they want us to write each sentence and use the verb that tells about the past. Because of this video, I'm not going to write the sentence. You're going to do an activity very similar to this on your seesaw, where you may be writing the sentences. So then I'm just going to give you an example of what you might do that's going to be similar to this. I'm just going to pick the correct word and then underline it for you. And then when you do your activity, you're going to do the writing. So let me get my pen ready here. Give me a second to switch over to my pen. All right, here we go. Oops, there we go. Nope, that didn't work. Now we have it. Let me get rid of this little blue scribble mark here. All right, back to my pen. So, it says write each sentence and use the verb that tells about the past. So, we're going to talk about the clue words that we see to decide which one of these words we're going to pick for each of the sentences. The first sentence says, yesterday they blank. We either have to say pick or picked up shells. Well, I see this word yesterday right here. And just like that sentence right here before us, where it talked about yesterday, that we already know that yesterday was the day before today. So it's already happened. So we need to make sure that we add an ed to the end of the verb for this sentence. So the sentence would read, yesterday they picked up seashells. By putting that ed at the end, we're showing that it already happened. Now, the children look or looked at the clouds. Well, I don't have anything in this sentence that says whether or not it already happened or it is happening, but we're talking about sentences in the past time. So I am going to think that it says the children looked at the clouds. We want to have that ed ending to show that it already happened because it was talking about yesterday that they were picking up seashells. So I'm thinking yesterday they also looked at the clouds. If we look at the third sentence, it says they pack or pack. Packed or pack are the two choices. So they packed or pack up their bags last night. Well, I see these two clue words right here, last night. So I know that that means it already happened. So I need to add an ed ending to my verb. They packed up their bags last night. And then the last sentence says they watch or watched the rain. And again, I don't see a clue word here, but knowing that right now I'm practicing words that are in the past with an ed at the end, I want to choose the word watched. They watched the rain. Now you are going to go on to the rest of the seesaw slides, and you're going to complete an activity that looks very similar to this. I know most of you don't have your reader's notebook at home, and that's fine. So I have put the reader's notebook page on the activity for you. So make sure that you use the pencil or pen and follow all of the directions before you tap that green check. All right. Thank you, friends. Let me get my pen off of here, and I will see you later. Let me close this out. Nope, I don't want to save it. All right, friends, I'll see you later.